42. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Okakudah. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstones, salutations to all you sincere brothers pushing this right across the four corners of the earth. Just a quick lesson we're going to get into called workers of iniquity. And going to how these elites of the so-called Caucasian race, you know, how they come up with all these different strategic plans, all these different goals, they have their different summits, those crafty councils, and how they want to further populate, you know, further control this world, man, by the means of their new world order. So they come out with all type of, you know, different ideas, all type of plans, and you see with this situation going on right now with the COVID-19, the so-called coronavirus, how they are scaring the public to get more people into that fear of getting this so-called vaccine, you know? And this is an article from naturalnews.com. It says, coronavirus fear-mongering creates swarm of new flu shot customers. This was published actually on November the 4th, 2020. It says demand for influenza vaccines. It says demand for influenza vaccines is soaring this year due to fear and paranoia over a possible twin-demic of seasonal flu and the Wuhan COVID-19. Walmart Inc., Walgreens, Boots Alliance Inc., CVS Health Corp., and Rite Aid Corp. Have all indicated that they are administering substantially more flu shots this year compared to last year, generating tens of millions of dollars in new profits. So that's what these elites do. They have these, you know, different meetings, you know, these secret councils, and they are scaring the masses into this COVID-19. So that's going to drive more people being scared that they might so-called catch it, and they want to go ahead and get vaccinated.
Right.
But not knowing what's inside these different vaccines, you know?
And they own the companies.
Exactly.
Like the Walgreens and the Wild those companies that you named, them is their companies, you know what I'm saying? So they winning on both ends, you know, so the money side and they give you snatching you up, man, you know.
That's right. Alright, this is the book of Psalms, the 5th chapter, and start at the 4th verse. For thou art not a power that have pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. It says, the foolish shall not stand in thy sight, thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Again, Malachi 1st chapter. And you know, the main workers of iniquity going to these elites, man, because the power's in their hand, pursuant to the book of Job 9:24, that the earth is going to be given to the hand of the wicked. So by the means of them having the earth in their hand, or the power in their hand, you see how everything just backwards and all wicked in the society, you know? And we're going to just more prove in the spirit who are the wicked.
We got Malachi 1. We got Malachi 1 and what?
It's right here, 1 to 4.
Alright. Oh, at the top. Alright. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein has thy loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob.
Yep, so that's referring to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans. We come from that lineage of Jacob or Israel, the chosen people. All right, go.
It says, and I hated Esau,
which are the so-called Caucasian race today. And these workers of iniquity, they come from the tabernacle of Edom.
That's right. And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Yeah, so that's not just only talking about Esau the person, that's talking about his whole lineage.
Everything that he got his name attached to, that he so-called belong, that he so-called own.
Right.
You know, ain't gonna be here no more. 4, it says, whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we return and build the desolate places.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, because, you know, when they took us down during the Holy Roman Empire, that's where they came up with the Renaissance. And ever since then, as you can see, Esau's been ruling. He's been ruling nothing but wickedness, witchcraft, lies, manipulation, you know.
And it says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Yes, the Most High's indignation, his righteous anger, is against the workers of iniquity. That's talking about every Edomite. So that's how we know through the Spirit that no Edomite can be saved, you know?
That's right.
All right. I guess you go to the book of Psalms, the 50th chapter, the 16th verse. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? You know? And that's going to how these elites have the powers in their hands, so they take our laws, our statutes, our commandments, and they put it in their mouths, acting like they're the Most High.
Right.
And they try to portray it around the whole world. When you go into these different courts, they don't even use the scriptures, man. They just have you put your hand on the Bible. But at the end of the day, are they following the protocols that's mentioned in the scriptures? No.
Wow.
So that's why the Most High asked, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Because at the end of the day, it's not given to you.
Right.
You know? All right.
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
All right. All right. So let me get that Psalm 64 for you.
Psalm 64?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that.
No, we're making more article.
Oh, yeah, that's
All right. So it says, as federal officials urge Americans to get jabbed for the flu, lingering worry over COVID-19 appears to be driving many more people than usual to pop into their local pharmacies for a fear shot. That's what it's really called. It's not really a flu shot, it's a fear shot. Esau uses these different mechanisms. You know, he has
different tactics.
Yeah, different tactics, man, exactly. You know, Satan's devices. And that's what the scriptures tell us, do not be ignorant of. So they use the mainstream news and they plaster out all that propaganda out amongst our people and of course these other nations, and they scare them into this so-called, vaccine, man. But not knowing what's inside these so-called vaccines. So all this right here, as you can see, the majority of our people, they're gonna fall right in the line as well. And that's how you know they worshiping the image of the beast. So when Esau actually mandates that microchip, which is gonna be that physical mark, you're gonna have majority of our people participating in it, as well.
Right, because they're going through conditioning, gradualism, and it's like a conditioning age, all them vaccines and you know what I'm saying, making it be like you it's like a regular thing, you know what I'm saying, you just it's alright, you know what I mean, making you be comfortable with it,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying, and actuality is going against everything.
That's right, because all at the end of the day, this is nothing but like stepping stones to that main enterprise they're trying to achieve, and it's going to that microchip, you know.
Alright, it's Psalm 64 and 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
And so this King David praying in the spirit, and Lord willing, we are part of that house of David, and we pray through the spirit to keep us, from the snares and traps of Satan's devices, you know. Yeah, bro.
And it says, who wet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yeah, so it said bitter words going to all the different policies, all the different laws they like to mandate out here. Look how they did Gad, and the so-called, Reuben, as well.
Right.
All these different peace treaties, they
broke all of them.
Yeah, they make it seem like, we at peace, we at one with the land, but at the end of the day, it was a sport, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how the majority of our people, they get caught up by those enticing words that Esau loves to push out there. Alright?
It says they shoot. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly to do shoot at him and fear not.
Right.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner.
And it's going right to the book of Micah, the 2nd chapter, how they work evil upon their beds. And go into all these different secret counsels that these elites have. And that's what's so beautiful about Yahweh Yahushua. He's bringing all that to the light. Because the biggest strength of the so-called Illuminati was their secrecy. So everything's coming out to the forefront, and that skirt is being lifted up, you know?
And they consume and lay in snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
What's some summits you got written down?
The NATO summit, the EU summit, the UN summit. All those summits, that's when they be secretly making the orders to lock the Israelites down, man. The so-called Black, Native American, Latino, and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what they set up for. They're like, we're gonna hold them down. We're gonna keep them away from their power. We're gonna make sure that they don't never find out who they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they do this shit about 2 times a year. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when they be doing it, it might be like during the time of the Super Bowl, big ass concert or some shit where Jake, where the majority of Jake all ain't thinking about that shit at all. You know what I mean?
Then not too long ago, Joe Biden came out about this dark winter, and that's referring to Operation Dark Winter, or called Directive 51. That's nothing but a global pandemic exercise. This should show you how these elites, they all have all this stuff orchestrated out.
Right. It's orchestrated. It's all set up from I don't know how many years ago. You know what I mean? They just be need people to play the roles that the script I already written. We just need somebody to be the president. We need somebody to be the vice president. We need somebody over here. And everybody know that they pass the scripts out, like just like in a play. Everybody get their script, it's your role. You play this part.
Hey, William Shakespeare, which is Jake, by the way, he stated that all the world's a stage, man.
Right. No matter where you is, no matter what's going on, shit ain't what it seems.
That's right.
Alright, this Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They consume of laying snares privily. They commune and laying snares privily. They say, we shall see them. Who shall see them?
Verse 6, that's prove the point that you stated.
Alright, they searched out iniquities. They accomplished a diligent search.
Yeah, so that's going to these diligent searches Esau does, man. You know how we always like to bring out, like, through the music concept? How they'll play the song, and you might not even like the song, and they'll just keep playing it throughout the whole day.
And before you know it, you singing that in all the words of the song.
That's right. It's in your subconscious.
Yeah.
So like Esau, he studies the mind, he studies your spirit.
So if he keep putting it on TV, be scared.
Yeah.
Corona, be scared.
Exactly.
Everybody's scared, you know.
Good point, bro.
And who shall see them? Okay, this 6. It says, they searched out iniquities, they accomplished a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them.
That's right.
And the heart is deep.
Right, the heart is deep. Alright, so get book of Psalm. But at the end of the day, the good thing about this Psalm 110:5, you know what I'm saying? That this not gonna go on forever, because at the end of the day, only wickedness can be just ruled for only a certain amount of time. So that's a good point that we have Yahweh Shai, which is the Savior for the nation of Israel, and he's gonna bring much hell upon these workers of iniquity, man. So that's what we're looking forward to, and that's why we're continually pushing out that vibration of Yahweh Shai, that second coming, So Psalm 110:5.
Psalm 110 verse 5. It says, the Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath.
That's right. The Most High's right hand is referring to Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Right.
He shall judge among the heathen, and he shall fill the places with the dead bodies.
That's right. The main reason how he's going to judge among the heathen, he's going to gather all these nations and bring them over there to the so-called Middle East, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which goes to the Most High's judgment. That's how he's going to judge all these different nations. And mainly because all these different nations had the nation of Israel under captivity at one point in time, Alright, bro.
It says, he shall wound the heads over many countries.
That's why Yahweh Shai come back. It says that he's going to have many crowns upon his head. He's going to take down all these different countries and rulers right now that's in power or in lead, and he's going to be the main judge on this earth.
That's right. And it says 7. It says, he shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head.
That's right. And that's going to lead me to the book of Isaiah 40:10. And it says, behold, the Lord power will come with strong hand. It's going right back to the Most High's right-hand man, Yahweh Shai. And his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. So when Yahweh Shai come back, he's going to come back with the Lord of hosts, going to his chariots, and angels. And when it says, behold, his reward is with him, his reward is going to be awarded to the elect of the nation of Israel, the ones that stood still before his name. And also there's going to be condemnation upon 2/3 of our people that follow these other nations, mainly Esau.
They're going to get punished for
right,
what they did. Everybody going to get their reward. Everybody going to get what they deserve. If you was out here doing good, you're going to get hope the Most High come and deliver you, you know. But if you weren't doing what you're supposed to be doing, you know, you're gonna get the scroll.
That's right, man.
It's just simple and plain.
That's right, and that just proving more in the spirit. That just shows you the perfect balance of your how about shot. He's coming back to bring salvation, and he's coming back to bring destruction. All right, so I'm gonna get Revelation 2:25. Break this one out.
Yeah, it'll work.
Okay, it says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
So you get a reward for holding fast and staying strong to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, it ain't no burden. At the end of the day, you gonna get rewarded for being righteous. You know what I mean? Right. And it said inheritance.
Yep.
Read it again.
It says, and he that overcometh and keeping my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, power over the nations. So that's the other nation. That's the nation that's other than you not being a Israelite. So you the heathen. You know what I mean? So all the heathen nations on the nation table, we gonna be over them, man. And as a position, that means we gonna own them.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They gonna have to pay us. Know how we had to pay our taxes. You know what I mean? We had to pay our taxes. With tributary to whoever they get attached to. They say we give it to the queen or whatever over there. But anyway, they gonna be paying us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be working for us. You know what I mean? They gonna be like, but they ain't gonna get no income tax back. Now you get an income tax check, they be happy. You ain't gonna get no shit like that going on.
And that just proves that you Israelites are still in slavery, man. You still paying tribute to another nation.
Right. They don't even know where. I asked somebody, you know where your income tax go? They thought about it for a second and they were like, no. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, man, shit crazy.
Good. All right, verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter should they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father.
So the other nation, we gonna break the other nation, just like they broke us.
Right.
How we was brought over here on slave ships and don't know who we are, beat down. We say whatever mess, you know what I'm saying? Though that mentality right there, we gonna do them the same way, but to double it. You know what I mean? They gonna be to the max power. You know what I mean?
Just like how they force us to learn English.
Right.
Portuguese,
we gonna force them to do some shit that we you know what I mean?
They gonna force us to be learning
Hebrew, man. We gonna have to learn Hebrew.
That's right.
You ain't saying it right.
Good.
Yeah, you gonna think and they gonna be righteous though. It's how we laughing like that's like a righteous laugh. Like, well, you ain't saying that shit right, man. You heard that? Wow.
Right.
You know what I mean, though?
That's right. Verse 28, it says, and I will give him the morning star. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. The only one's gonna be adhering to His word are the elect of the nation of Israel.
So that's it.
Yeah, man. So that's our hope right there. That so we banking on Yahushua come down and take down these elites, these workers of iniquity. And he said, he upset their new world order, and he bring up his righteous new world order. That's what we're looking forward to, as being joint heirs with the greatest man that ever walked this earth. That's talking about Yahushua. We'll close it out.
That's it. With that, hope brothers and sisters was edified. And first and foremost, we like to give honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Peace and love and salutations to the brothers that teaching the word in sincerity and in truth all across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.